Assalamu alaikum students. So welcome to today's class, and it will be your 7th lecture in all. Now today is AGO of lecture number 7. Right, as usual, nothing is new. A brief revision first. After brief revision, we will start the last topic of chapter number 1. And what is that topic? The scientific approach in chemistry. This topic was done by you in your previous science classes in grade 7 and 8. Observation, hypothesis, theory, law. Just recall your memory. I know you have done, because once I was to monitor also the science of lower grades. That's why I know. Okay, so let's begin. Today's first part is revision. We have just covered yesterday a topic, history of chemistry. This topic was divided into 3 subtopics: the Greek periods, Greek philosophers, Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, Democritus, right? They were called armchair philosophers because they did not believe in practicals, right? Then the contribution of Muslim scientists, the prominent ones were Jabir bin Hayyan or Jaber, Al-Razi or Raziz, Bu Ali Sina or Avicenna, right? I'm talking just about those Muslim scientists which are included in our syllabus. Otherwise, there are a number of Muslim scientists there. And then finally, what we did, and finally we covered what? Finally, we covered the modern period. I told you that this period, most of the questions that comes from this period is like MCQs or blanks, or like this and that. So you should know, like someone asked, who proposed the first atomic theory scientifically? Dalton, right? Who was the founder of periodic table? Mendeleev, and so on. Who discovered radioactivity? Professor Henry Becquerel. Who discovered uranium for the first time? Madame Curie, and so on. So today's topic is about scientific method. Scientific method. What is scientific method? It's a logical way. It's a logical way to understand, to comprehend, to go through an observation, a problem. Okay? So that is why you can see on the screen what's sitting there. It's a systematic approach to problem solving. Okay? So working in a logical way to get the solution, to get the answers of the phenomena, we follow a method. That method is simply called scientific method. So it's a set of actions, it's a set of procedure that scientists follow in order to acquire knowledge, in order to gain knowledge about the world, about this material world. So what is scientific method? It is certain actions, it is a certain processes, or set of procedures that scientists follow. Scientists means all chemists, physicists, zoologists, botanists, and all scientists follow to gain knowledge, to discover truth, to verify facts, okay, about the things which are around them. Now, all this scientific method, we all refer certain points. Okay? Now, the very first point that you should observe, you should be capable of observing something. For example, a mobile is kept, suppose somewhere in your house, might be on a table, okay? It is off. One person just went through, didn't notice it. Another one didn't notice that mobile. When you passed, you noticed that mobile. Why? Because I'm supposing that it is belonging to you. So first thing is observation. Different things appears in a different way for different people. You notice that mobile, other persons didn't, right? So first thing is observation. So why did you observe that mobile? Because it belonged to you. Secondly, what else? When you try to open it, switching it on, you came to know that the mobile is not switching on. What? After observing that your mobile is kept there, you pushed the button to open it, but it is not. So there appears a problem. You reached to a state of question. Why the mobile phone, the cell phone is not switching on? Okay? So you observe something, then a question clicked over here, right? And what will you do now? It's not switching on. Your mind will try to answer the question. Why the mobile is not switching on? Might be the charge is not charged. This is called your prediction. This is called your prediction. You are predicting the answer, the reason of that question. Okay, might be, so, oh, that mobile was, it was well down yesterday, so that is the reason it is not switching on. So this is another prediction. So your prediction should be testable. Your prediction should be logical, right? You should not predict or give answer like this. Oh, a fairy came the night and he did something. He used magic wand and just the mobile is not working properly. No such type of predictions. These predictions, the testable, the logical predictions they are called, what do you call it? Hypothesis. Hypothesis means the answer, the possible answer of the question, of the problem. So the three steps we just discussed of this scientific method. First, you observed a problem, question, then hypothesis. Now, let's proceed further. Whatever you predict, it could be right or could be wrong. Okay? Suppose you predicted it's not charged. So what will you do now? You will test your prediction. You will test your hypothesis by plugging in the socket, electric socket. If it starts charging, your prediction was correct. If it's not, there is something wrong. Okay, so after prediction, after hypothesis, you did a prediction and you have tested your hypothesis. you have tested your hypothesis. This hypothesis will give you a result. This hypothesis will give you a result. It could be the result could support your prediction, or it simply negate it, oppose it. If it is well and good, it means it's right. You will proceed to the next step. If it is not, suppose you have plugged in and still it's not started charging, then you predict another point. Then you change your hypothesis. What is? Oh my God, there must be something that went wrong with this mobile. I should do something else, right? So after analyzing, you draw a conclusion. Your conclusion could be correct, or your conclusion could be wrong. If your conclusion is correct, suppose the mobile has started charging, it's correct. You say, okay, after all this process, the result is perfect, and you will get. So similarly, in the field of science, they observe a problem, questions are there, they hypothesize, then they predict, then they test. If the test is okay, it will convert, the theory is convert into, hypothesis gives theory, theory will convert, if it is correct, after experimentation, if it's correct, it will convert into a law, okay? If it's not, then you will have to do it again and again and again. So this is all about hypothesis. I'm not giving so many examples because I hope that you have some knowledge of this topic since it was done in grade 7 or 8. So that is why about 20% I'm giving it for you. You go through the book, the topic 1.5 number. You must, and then let me know. So what have we just covered? A topic, the scientific method. The observed phenomena can be explained by, you can see on the screen. What is observation? Observation means something that is going all around you. It varies from person to person, and it produces a question in your mind. What is hypothesis? A logical prediction, a testable logical answer. So whatever is asked, whatever is pop up in your mind, that is called, its answer is called hypothesis. What is theory? Predicts new facts and figure. Mobile is not charging, you plugged in, okay? Now just started charging this. So what becomes law? Then when the mobile is okay and its charge is over, then just plug in. This becomes law. What? Becomes law. Okay, just plug in the charger in the socket, it will start charging again. Another example, most common example, or you do it by yourself. All right? So this is all about scientific method. Today's class is representing the last part of chapter number 1. It's going to be over. What can you see on the screen? Exercise of chapter number 1. Read these blanks right now. Is the feedback of chapter number 1. Try to answer them. Then within 5 minutes, after 5 minutes, I will let you know the answers. Check by yourself, assess by yourself how many answers can you answer correctly. and you can share it with me. So read the blanks, try to find out, try to write the answers. After 4 minutes, I'll write the answers by myself. Okay? All right. The time is up. Let's see the answers. Self-assess yourself. Self-assess this exercise. Let me know. Okay, number one. The early Greeks believed that everything in the universe was made up of 4 elements. Yes, correct. Air, what's written this? Fire, earth, and water. What are the 4 elements they thought, the Greeks thought? That each and everything is made up of air, water, earth, and fire. I think most of you are able to answer. Next, Al-Razi divided chemical substances on the basis of their what? Al-Razi. He divided all the substances on the basis of their source, on the basis of their origin. What is the source? What is the origin? Living, from living thing or from non-living thing. Like sugarcane juice, it is obtained from living thing. Water from non-living thing, and so on. The third one, dash is a branch of chemistry which deals with the carbon compounds. Yes, all of you are correct. Organic chemistry. Organic chemistry is the study of hydrocarbons and their derivatives. Derivatives means obtained from. Number 4. So simple. Biochemistry is the backbone. Medical science. The whole medical science totally based on biochemistry. Subtracting chemistry from medicine, there will be, talking mathematically, the answer will be a null set. Nothing will be there. Next, PVC, which is a plastic, is the short name for polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride is the full form. PVC pipes. Next, oxygen was discovered by dash. Presley, correct. Number 7. The best disinfectant is dash. Common disinfectant. Common one. Chlorine. It is used in swimming pool. It is used in walk through gates nowadays. On the entrance, different entrances like a mall, like so all of these are chlorine water sprays. So the most common one. The next is the particle arrangement was the result of, the periodic arrangement was the result of dash work. periodic arrangement, the periodic table. Who was the first one? Mendeleev. The name is not written correctly, it's incomplete. Mendeleev. So this is from the exercise. Okay, let me check. I'll ask 2 or 3 questions. What is DDT? Recall and check by yourself. What is PVA? It's not in the book. I told you in the lecture. Polyvinyl acetate. Okay. Now, the last but not the least. After exercise, there are some questions written. Write the answers of the following questions. So you should know the answers of these questions. What is the first one? Write a note, detailed note, on the historical development of chemistry, mentioning the contribution of Muslim scientists in the field of chemistry. It means it's a full-fledged question. You are going to mention the 3 periods, the Greek, the Muslim, and the modern, and you will especially focus on Muslim periods, mentioning the contribution of Muslim scientists. Well, it's a very lengthy question. Okay? In board exam, I told you, they usually ask this question in parts, like write down the contributions of Jabir bin Hayyan, or write down the contribution of Al-Razi. Write a note on Greek, a short note on Greek period. Dash, discover radioactivity, MCQs, like this. Okay, anyway, question number 2. Define chemistry, you know, the study of matter, but you should not write in such a brief way, you will not get full marks. You should write its proper definition. That chemistry is a branch of natural science which tells you what the composition of matter, the properties of matter, the structure of matter, all right? All interconversions, it monitors, that's it. And what else you have to define? Define chemistry, its importance. You know its importance. You have submitted an assignment also. Because most of the assignments are very, very short. It should be at least 1 page of copy to answer this question, at least. Because the importance of chemistry is great. Now, the next, what is next? Name the different branches of chemistry and define them. Organic, the study of hydrocarbons and their derivatives, except few compounds. Inorganic chemistry, the study of all the compounds except organic compounds. Physical chemistry governs, provides the laws, principles to monitor chemical reactions, which means physical chemistry deals with the laws and principles that reactions should follow. Next, analytical chemistry, methods, study of methods and techniques used in labs, in chemistry labs. Biochemistry, the 5th one, chemistry of life. All processes which are going on in a living organism, all chemical reactions, they are supposed to be done in biochemistry. Then industrial chemistry, all the things which are related with industries. Then environmental chemistry related with pollution, effect of chemicals on living things negatively. And then polymeric chemistry, monomers combined together to form a big This is called polymer. Example, PVC pipe, polyvinyl chloride, PVA, polyvinyl acetate, polyester, polyethylene, backlight. Backlight means the plastic of switch buttons, electric switch buttons, and so on. Okay, what is next? What do you mean by the scientific approach in chemistry? How will you differentiate between hypothesis and theory? Discovered? Okay. If you couldn't find this difference, just Google it. I found it from the Google, just to show you. Okay? Then in the end, define scientific law. Law. Whatever you have predicted, you went through the experiment, you became successful, you did it again, you got the same answer, you repeated, you are getting the same answer, then the theory will become a law. Means whatever you predicted, whatever was what was the hypothesis that you worked on, it leads to a positive prediction, a good prediction, a true prediction, then it will convert finally into a law. Last. Just an activity. Do it yourself afterwards. Okay? So you have taken its screen shot. Changing it. Feedback just done. Assignment. What is the assignment here? What is the assignment here? Check the WhatsApp group of your class for the downable assignment. All right. So I'll upload an assignment in MS Word. Might be on by Sunday or by Saturday. You will solve it by yourself. And here comes the list that I told you day before yesterday. According to alphabetical order. The list of those students who have submitted what? The assignments. If any confusion, let me know. Clear? So, that's all for today. But the last part, chapter number 1 has been finished. Go through the chapter and try to comprehend it by yourself. Read it, read it, read it. If have any question, do let me know. I'm here to solve it. All right? Prepare your own notes. If you prepare your own notes, it means it's done. You will remember the topics, you will remember the chapter by heart. Supportive notes, I will try to upload it too by Sunday. Next, inshallah, we'll begin chapter number 2. So have a joyful weekend ahead. Thank you so much. That's all for today. If you have any question, just ask in the group. Thank you.